Why is Amazon the giant fighting Perplexity, a disruptive AI startup? That is the topic of the discussion in this video today. This is not just a squabble over code. This is the critical first legal engagement in the AI Storefront War, a battle for the control and monetization of the projected multi-trillion dollar Agentic Commerce economy. In November 2025, Amazon issued a cease and desist letter demanding that Perplexity immediately prevent its Comet browser agent from executing automated purchases on its platform. The resolution of this specific dispute is expected to set a foundational precedent, determining the legal boundaries between platform control and user agent autonomy in the digital world. The confrontation is rooted in the technological shift from passive web browsing to active agent execution, known as agentic commerce. To understand the stakes, we must first understand the technology. We are witnessing a fundamental shift from passive web browsing to active agent execution. This is the rise of agentic commerce. These agentic AI systems, like the one powering Perplexity Comet, are not simply chatbots. They utilize large language models to carry out complex multi-step tasks online, moving beyond simple information retrieval to actively executing workflows like booking your travel or crucially making purchases. This is an irreversible paradigm shift signaled by competitors like OpenAI's ChatGPT Atlas, which has already launched an instant checkout feature. And let there be no mistakes about the scale. Global estimates project the agentic commerce wave will orchestrate up to $5 trillion in revenue by 2030. The fight is over who controls that massive economic flow. Perplexity's Comet browser integrates its search engine and AI assistant capabilities into a seamless browsing experience. Now let's look at the engine of disruption. Perplexity Comet. Comet is designed to be the user's personal digital assistant, integrating search and AI capabilities to transform complex workflows, such as shopping for a specific item, into single, seamless interactions, grounded entirely in the user's intent. Perplexity positions this as a not as a technical violation, but as a defense of user autonomy. They assert the consumer's fundamental right to hire their own digital assistant. They offer security assurances to counter Amazon's claims, stating user credentials necessary for shopping are stored securely only in your device and never on Perplexity's servers, guaranteeing the agent works for you, not for Perplexity, and not certainly for Amazon. So let's look at the traditional model versus the agentic model. The agentic model fundamentally challenges the architectural foundations of modern e-commerce. Why is Amazon so aggressively fighting this efficiency? Because the agentic model destroys their foundational economic architecture. The traditional shopping journey is a multi-stage funnel: discovery, consideration, and purchase. This prolonged journey is where the platforms monetize. However, when a user prompts Comet buy X, the process collapses into a single action-oriented. This means the rapid intent-driven path bypasses the crucial intermediate steps where Amazon generates revenue. The agent, acting as a cost optimizer for the consumer, skips the personalized upsells, comparison widgets, and most importantly, the sponsored search results. The agent's efficiency directly sacrifices the e-commerce platform's revenue. Amazon's aggressive stance rests on dual claims: contractual violations and defense of revenue. Amazon's official justification for the cease and desist rests on two main contractual and operational pretexts. First, the terms of service breach. Amazon's term of service explicitly prohibits any use of data mining, robots, or similar data gathering and extraction tools. They argue the autonomous Comet agent falls squarely under this disallowed categories. Second, they claim the agent provides a significantly degraded shopping and customer service experience. Amazon alleges Comet fails to consider proprietary personalized recommendations and has even made mistakes regarding delivery times. They argue any application capable of making purchases must seek explicit permissions, to ensure a positive customer experience. The central motivation is the defense of Amazon's foundational revenue model. While customer experience is the pretext, the core motivation is financial defense. Amazon's core retail business operates on tight margins, but its high margin advertising business contributes tens of billions of dollars to the bottom line. When Comet autonomously executes a purchase, the human consumer is removed from the critical stages where advertisements and product visibility are monetized. The agents act on sheer efficiency and intent, skipping the promotional flow designed to maximize the average order value. In effect, the Comet agent functions as a commercial ad blocker for the entire shopping experience. Furthermore, allowing unauthorized agents to extract optimized data risks eroding the competitive advantage derived from Amazon's vast proprietary data ecosystem and recommendation algorithms. The dispute gained severity due to a history of conflict and allegations of technical evasion. This conflict escalated dramatically because of a history of technical evasion. Amazon initially requested Perplexity halt its use of AI agents in November 2024, which the startup reportedly honored. However, when Comet was released, Amazon detected renewed automated shopping. Amazon claims Comet began masquerading as a Google Chrome browser to circumvent existing platform blocks. This technical evasion is achieved through user agent spoofing. Amazon argues that using this technique to bypass explicit platform restrictions transforms the practice into deceptive black hat cloaking. Amazon states that Perplexity used tactics to gain unauthorized access by failing to operate transparently. Amazon strategically escalated the dispute by alleging computer fraud rather than confining the claim to a standard terms of service breach. Their choice to pursue the serious charge of computer fraud instead of a simple terms of service violation is a highly calculated legal maneuver. A standard term of service breach has limited consequences, but fraud, which requires demonstrating unauthorized access or deceptive intent, allows Amazon to argue that Comet's cloaking behavior constitutes malicious intent. They suggest this could fall under anti-hacking statutes like the U.S. Computer Fraud and the Abuse Act, CFAA. By doing this, Amazon seeks a stronger injunct remedy and potentially higher statutory damages. This action serves as a clear warning shot against all future AI agents, compelling them to negotiate access or face high-stakes litigation should they attempt non-transparent circumvention techniques. Amazon has definitely adopted a closed-rail strategy, prioritizing a proprietary ecosystem where it controls the customer journey. This confrontation illustrates a massive strategic divide in the industry. Amazon has firmly adopted the closed-rail strategy, maintaining proprietary walled garden. The company is heavily investing in its own native AI agents, such as Rufus, and tools like Help Me Decide Assistant. Crucially, Amazon's proprietary agents are engineered to require human oversight, thereby preserving the exposure necessary for monetizing, advertising, and recommendations. Amazon's strategy is explicit: block external AI crawlers and agents to protect product data, control search, and ensure shoppers remain within its Rufus-powered environment. It is an institution defense of the existing revenue model. It's worth noting the complex dynamic here. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos actually invested in Perplexity last year through his fund, a sign that the tension between backing disruption and protecting an existing empire is real. Perplexity embodies the open rail model, advocating for platform agnostic, cross-site agents dedicated to maximizing user efficiency. In sharp contrast, Perplexity is advocating for the platform-agnostic, cross-site agents dedicated to maximizing user efficiency. The strategy is not isolated. The key Amazon rival, Walmart, has explicitly embraced the open rail by partnering with OpenAI. This allows for shopping integration directly into ChatGPT via an instant checkout feature. Walmart accepts a loss of discovery control in exchange for enhanced transactional search. Similarly, Google is positioning itself as an enabler, offering tools like Vertex AI to facilitate the broader agent-to-agent A2A transaction network. This competitive environment means Amazon's rigid exclusive policy appears highly selective and potentially anti competitive, and major rivals are actively integrating external AI agents. Perplexity framed Amazon's demand as anti competitive, bullying, and intimidation designed to block innovation. It has fought back with powerful narrative centered on user rights. Their core defense uses a clear, relatable analogy. They ask, what if stores said you can only hire a personal shopper who works for the store? Perplexity argues the agent is legitimate labor hired by the user to reduce friction and complexity. This stance introduces a profound legal concept, the application of traditional agency law to autonomous AI systems. Agency law allows a human principal, which is the user, to authorize an agent, which is Comet in this case, to act on their behalf. A perplexity victory would legally validate the user's right to utilize external optimization tools even if they operate counter to the platform's revenue objectives. Courts have not yet definitively applied traditional legal frameworks to modern autonomous AI systems. We are currently operating in a legal void. Amazon is attempting to use its contractual power, its terms of service, to force a ruling that its rules can supersede user agency in the digital realm. Crucially, this confrontation highlights the severe lack of industry standards. There are currently no universally accepted agent to agent protocols or model context protocols for commerce. This lack of protocol forces the current in adversarial technical measures. Amazon's blocks, countered by Perplexity's circumvention. Future governance is expected to center on mandating transparency, eliminating cloaking, and establishing interoperability standards. The outcomes will determine whether the future web is defined by restrictive digital walls, optimized for proprietary revenue, or by open protocol networks optimized for user choice. The agentic commerce wave is an irreversible multi-trillion-dollar shift. The greatest risk for dominant platforms like Amazon is not the loss of a single sale, but the fundamental loss of control over the path to sale and all the associated monetization opportunities. Here are the key strategic imperatives for the market. For retailers, non Amazon, embrace the open rail interoperability model, following the example of Walmart and OpenAI, to ensure products are discoverable and purchasable by external AI agents. You must expand your transactional reach. For brands and merchants, you must prioritize agent optimized data. Brands must invest in clean, structured data, easily digestible by LLMs, because reliance on traditional visual merchandising and search placements will diminish as agents take over discovery. And for developers, focus on foundational infrastructure, specifically robust verifiable A2A protocols and legally sound proof of authorization models. These are the tools that will bridge the gap between platform security and authorized user autonomy. This whole conflict can be viewed through a simple lens. Amazon insists that to use its highway, you must stop at every billboard and gift shop. Perplexity offers a private, optimization focused route that flies directly to the destination, maximizing the user's efficiency over the platform's proprietary revenue. With that, we come to the end of the show. Support our work by joining us as a member. All you have to do is go to the description, and at the very end, you will see the link to becoming a member. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun